Located on the equator on Africa's east coast, Kenya's a rapidly emerging economy of 36 million people. More than 50% are women. One of Africa's most stable nations, it's a regional hub for trade and finance. Kenya's economy is currently growing at 6% a year, but is hampered by corruption, high unemployment and lack of infrastructure. Half of all Kenyans live below the poverty line.
Trestle Group Foundation is dedicated to empowering emerging entrepreneurs in developing economies. We believe that entrepreneurship fuels the engine that drives both economic and social change.
Trestle Group Foundation and Voices for Innovation have created a unique partnership with the African Centre for Women, Information and Communications Technology, ACWICT. Located in Nairobi, the centre transforms women's lives by training them to use ICT and encourage entrepreneurship. They also work to inform policymakers and shape ICT debate and decisions. They do these things very successfully.
We establish information access centres where these women can be trained in ICT, but we are also taking it a step further and training them in entrepreneurship.
We're also looking at the centres running as business incubation points for the upcoming business entrepreneurs, those that don't qualify yet for microfinance, yes, and that need to be able to start, then they would be able to receive support from there. That
so you're directly providing the internship opportunities, so it's through the center.
The partnership between the ACWICT and the Trestle Group Foundation will help us scale up our Reaching the Unreached program and also make it possible for ACWICT to realize its dream of becoming a regional center for women and ICTs in the African region.
Through this novel relationship with Voices for Innovation, the Trestle Group Foundation and ACWICT, we will create thousands of new voices who can show the importance of technology, innovation and entrepreneurship in stimulating economic growth in Kenya.
Voices for Innovation is a global online community working together to shape the technology policy debate. Supported by Microsoft, it's a collaboration of business leaders, innovators and entrepreneurs.
We were involved in the government national ICT policy making at two levels. The first level was that we had recommendations from a platform that we organized that spoke to the policy making process, and which the government of Kenya received very positively and used from time to time in developing its policy.
You will find that without involvement of organizations like ACWICT, you miss out on a very, very important input in the policy formulation process. And particularly for women, you don't get many women in ICT policy formulation. So you lose out, you simply don't have an input. And however much you like to think about it, you cannot imagine there is nothing like an input from a stakeholder, because it articulates the issues as they see them, as they affect them.
We were involved on all the policy decision-making processes. We actually sat at the decision-making tables, whether they were conferences, round tables, whatever they were, we were always present.
We need, of course, to have this communication going, and ongoing communication, and the relationship between these two groups. And I think in that area, it will be good if we, on the other end, kind of create an opportunity for these entrepreneurs to not only be able to talk to the policymaker, but to actually have also a much better understanding, through also some kind of capacity building at their level.
Our mission is to promote women's access to and use of information and communications technologies as tools for their social, economic and political advancement.
With the support of the Trestle Group Foundation's Empowering Women Entrepreneurs programme, ACWICT is working to release the potential of Kenyan women by creating entrepreneurial opportunities.
Then Microsoft Excel.
It will empower me as a young woman.
Basically, I wanted to know what is ICT, because I thought it's something totally different.
I didn't know I could get a computer college because I thought I was old and I couldn't go and sit inside a classroom to study.
Their programs are aimed at helping women like Janet.
The center, they have promised me if I go through the training, they'll assist me.
Janet's typical of thousands of women who run small businesses from the side of the road. She sells telephone top-up cards and phone calls. With the support of Trestle Group Foundation and Voices for Innovation, ACWICT can help women like Janet drive the economies of developing countries like Kenya. After all, Constantina Boyer started ACWICT from a public call box.
When I started ACWICT in the year 1997, I did not have capacity to run any office. And so I operated from these phone booths. I came to town from my place of residence in Nairobi from time to time, made my phone calls through these booths, and then waited for feedback again through the same. So if I made a call and one asked me to call them back later, I would have to hang around here and then later on come to make that call at a time that we had agreed.
The Reaching the Unreached program is a community-based initiative aimed at training 18,000 women entrepreneurs across Kenya and setting up 240 information centers in the next 3 years.
With their ambitious Reaching the Unreached program, ACWICT is working throughout the country to connect women to ICT and entrepreneurship. According to a World Bank Group study, by unleashing the economic potential of women, Kenya stands to gain up to 3.5 points of GDP per year.
The center, in 3 words, is a glimpse of hope. It's a lifeline to a lot of women who are getting a second chance to pursue their dreams. I have a passion for empowering women, especially disadvantaged women. All they need is to be linked with resources and even to be mentored to be able to run their businesses the best way they can.
By empowering these women to actually become entrepreneurs in the areas of technology, we are automatically increasing by many-fold the ability of that technology to permeate actually all the segments of our community. They are the ones actually that are the cement of our communities, of our society. Once we educate them, once we empower them to do businesses, we are actually empowering the entire family, the entire household, the entire community.
Through our unique partnership with ACWICT, we're able to directly support these incredible entrepreneurs who created this pioneering Kenyan organization and support their vital programs.
What makes me most happy and most proud is when people's lives get transformed through this work that we do as a center. When young people secure employment through the initiatives that we roll out here, I get most happy.
Pesa tunapata nyingi, furaha tunapata vijana, kuvaa tunavaa vizuri.